What's up, beautiful family? Just wanted to go ahead and really, I've been up here reflecting, you know what I'm saying, and on something that's really been helping me out in my journey these past months and such. Also, a little, I don't know if y'all can see it. It's a little mole rat. Y'all see it? Yeah. But yeah, man, I went to this meditation and ecological center on the Big Island and learned a bunch about myself and about self and about how like at our base we're love, you know what I'm saying, and we're people who have a love for one another, for ourselves at most, and we understand that in order to even connect with most people, we have to practice and have a discipline, you know what I mean, like a yoga. And so something I want to share is called Jyoti meditation, or Jyoti meditation, however you want to say it. And the author from the little book I'm about to read from is Sant Rajinder Singh Ji Maharaj. He's the head of Science and Spirituality, a place where they don't discriminate. They unify the world through the notion that we are all one humanity, and peace and love is the only way. And basically, let's go and get into it. So Jyoti meditation on the inner light. So Jyoti is a Hindi word that means light. In Jyoti meditation, we focus our attention at the third or single eye between and behind the eyebrows. Focus and contact the light already within us. Initially, we see darkness, but as we continue to gaze in front of us, light will sprout forth. When we contact this light within ourselves, we experience a profound peace, bliss, and happiness unlike any we can find in this world. We are permeated with a divine love which engulfs and fulfills us. The beauty of meditation is that this joy remains with us even after we resume our daily activities. Finding a time and place for meditation. We should choose a time and place in which we will have the least distractions from our environment. That is why the time between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. is recommended. In India, this time is referred to as Amrit Vela or Brahm Mahula because that is the quietest time of day. However, in this day and age, we can meditate at any time in which we will not be disturbed. Selecting a pose. Jyoti meditation is so simple and natural that it can be practiced by a young child or an elderly person, or by someone who has some physical disability. We should sit in a pose which is most convenient for us. We can sit in a chair, on the floor, on a sofa. We can sit cross-legged or with legs straight. The main thing is that whatever we pose should be one in which we can be still for the longest period of time. There should be no tension in any part of the body, and we should remain physically still. Collecting our attention at the third or single eye. The outer expression of the soul is known as the attention. Presently, our attention is scattered throughout our body and goes out of our body into this world through the 5 senses: seeing, hearing, smell, taste, and touch. We have to withdraw our attention from that world outside and collect it at the seat of the soul located between and behind the 2 eyebrows. This point is referred to in different scriptures as the single eye, the third eye, the 10th door or Daswan Dwar, the Divya Chaksu or the Ajna Chakra. Meditation, pure and simple, is the withdrawing of our attention from the outer world and the focusing of it at the third eye. This is the point at which we concentrate our attention in order to see the inner light. Once we close our eyes and focus our attention in front of us, the mind will distract our concentration with thoughts. To help us bring our attention to the eye focus and to still the mind, we should repeat any names of God with which we feel comfortable. If the mind is busy in the repetition of these names, it cannot distract the attention with thoughts. While we gaze into the middle of what lies in front of us, we repeat the names mentally with the tongue of thought, not out loud. They are to be repeated slowly at intervals with a slight pause between each name. When we are fully collected at the eye focus, we will begin to see some flashes of light or lights of various colors. We should continue to gaze with full attention into the middle of whatever is lying in front of us. As we concentrate more and more, these lights will stabilize and we may see red, white, green, blue, violet, purple, yellow, orange, or golden light. Whatever we see, we should concentrate in the middle of it. As we meditate more, as our attention is more focused and we progress, we will be able to see inner vistas. We may see inner stars, moon, and sun. As we gaze attentively into the middle of whatever we see, the power of God will guide us beyond the physical into the higher planes. Transformation through meditation. The bliss and happiness we experience in meditation stays with us even after we come out of meditation. It is a wellspring of love and peace that we can tap into at any time we wish. The experience is so powerful and deeply fulfilling that it helps us to transcend the pains and sorrows of life. This is the gift we can achieve through meditation. And that's the little book that that they provide at the centers and different things. Like, I had to snag a couple of them, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like, man, this information need to be known, but I didn't have so much time, you know what I'm saying? So I got a couple more different booklets and things like that I'm willing, you know what I'm saying, to share. But I just feel like it's totally free. You don't need a trainer. You don't need to get in a specific pose. You don't in nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's all focus. Like that movie Will Smith, you know what I'm saying? The movie keep your focus. And the thing is anyone can do it. And if everyone does it, then they will focus on themselves and realize the light within them. Literally. And it is what all the religious scriptures talk about. You know, how God lies within, the kingdom of God is within. But no one wants to close their eyes and go within themselves and search and clean the inside of the cup, because when you do that, you might get some dirt. You ever, you know what I'm saying? You ever left something in the sink or a closed Tupperware or something like that, left it in the sink and just seeing what comes out of it? You know what I'm saying? You see what grows inside of that. And, that's what can happen if we don't clean ourselves up and if we don't focus on ourselves and we don't focus on that light within, because that light is love. You know what I'm saying? And that's what God works on. That's the highest frequency. And we have God within us. So if we focus on that, who do you think we'd be resembling and whose likeness do you think we would be and resemble? So, you know what I'm saying? In other words, y'all get the gist of it. Go ahead and either rewind this back or learn Jyoti meditation. Meditate on that inner light. You know what I'm saying? Just close your eyes, focus in the right center of you, and just keep it. And I'm telling you, you go ahead and comment or whatever. Let me know what happens, because it's usually the same. You begin to see the lights. And kind of like the new MacBook, where like as the MacBook goes dark, after a long ass time of the MacBook going dark, it starts sprouting forth like different lights, different lights, and the lights are fascinating. And in as a microcosm, that's going on inside of you when you focus. And that's exactly what they're subconsciously doing it for. They might not have the best or worst interest, but the fact that they showed that, confirms a lot, and what a lot of people say and study. And all this stuff is researched and backed by the facts, you know what I'm saying? Even though you don't always need something stamped with authorization and stamped with the stamp of truth, because a lot of things you can just resonate with. But yeah, go ahead and try it out, yo. Peace.